out from deep inside. One man's vision won't be denied. Roads of fire, truth untold, words of wisdom, hearts of gold. Prophecy whispers through the trees, echoes carry on the breeze. Turn it up, the truth is clear, the time has come, the end is near. Through the storm, the light will shine, a vision divine, it's yours and mine. Tides are shifting, waves collide, the future's written, can't be denied. Eyes wide open, see the signs, God's plan in motion through the lines. Trumpets call, mountains quake, faith will stand, the earth will shake. Every question, every fear, answers whisper, the truth is here. Turn it up, the truth is clear, the time has come, the end is near. Through the storm, the light will shine, a vision divine, it's yours and mine. Turn it up, the truth is clear, the time has come, the end is near. Through the storm, the light will...
Good morning, everybody. As always, welcome to another episode of the Phee Smee Show with Manly Mark. As always, it's me, Manly Mark, with my boy, Phee Smee.
The one and only,
Got some metal in his knee.
the captain of the ship.
Yeah, captain of the ship, yeah.
His name is Markster.
That's me, I'm Markster, Manly Mark.
Hey, Mark, what's going on today?
Out of breath.
I know you are. He works hard from the time he gets here to the time he leaves. He's underpaid. He's underappreciated by every single body in the world except Phee. 'Cause Phee knows what he does. Fee's the rascal man around. They're all laughing at Phee.
Only one in the world.
You do realize that I'll get the last laugh when it comes to Manly Mark. I can assure you.
What does that mean?
That means that but when you're not looking, the old eyeball pokes coming.
Okay, come on. You hear all that, folks? Anyone out there doubting? Fee's coming for your eye.
Hey, it's Tuesday. I've got a tremendous day ahead of me today, Mark. Mm-hmm. And what do you have going on besides just working as hard as you did yesterday for me?
Well, just working some more. After this show. I'll get my show ready and then do some work on the website, try to figure out our business plan. Maybe go to Joe's later, do some manual labor.
Hey, manual labor. That's man.
Well, Manly Mark.
Manual
labor.
Well, I got a kick out of all the European the leaders sitting around that table, and I'm sitting there thinking, how is everybody at that table opposing the United States with this two-state solution at the United Nations? And everybody at this table will be against the United States in the end. And there's no way that Putin, as they're meeting, Putin is continuing to bomb Ukraine, as he continues to play them like a fiddle, like a puppet master. He's not gonna make a deal with them. He's not gonna swap that land. So where do we go from here?
Man, your guess is as good as mine. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't have any idea because it's like, well, yeah, the American, European leaders all together, all bumping arms. Did they even talk about the two-state solution yesterday?
No.
No one even brought it up or mentioned it, huh?
No, not well. If they did, they didn't do it publicly.
Sure. I mean, because you would think Donald Trump would say, hey, you idiots, we're not doing that.
Yeah. Every one of them there. European Union, France, Germany.
Is Australia
England.
counted in that?
But Australia wasn't there yesterday. They're not in Europe.
I know they're not Europe, but I didn't know if they were
southern part of.
Well, yeah. I mean, I know where Australia's at, but I didn't know if they were considered NATO or considered in that. That's interesting.
Yeah, but Australia is definitely for that two-state solution.
Oh, 100%. Well, because they're run by liberal. I mean, Australia. Like if during like the COVID pandemic, they had very, very strict rules in Australia. I remember seeing that stuff come out, or compulsory vaccines, this kind of stuff. You can't go here, can't go there, and it's sad that the Australian people just took it.
I thought Australia was.
They are
Okay.
tough.
Yeah.
And individualistic.
Yeah.
They are, but the people in power that we've allowed to take this power just
Didn't they send all the criminals to the island?
in the past, yeah, it was a penal colony.
And then so they. You'd think that those folks over there would be a little rough and tough, but I guess they didn't stand up for their rights.
No, they don't. Well, I mean, no, they let them take the guns. I don't know how long ago that was, but I mean, the second you let them take your guns, it's kind of like, woohoo.
Golly. You got. I don't worry about the kangaroos. You ever seen a kangaroo up close?
I mean, I wouldn't want to fight one, man.
Man, I have had some good times with the kangaroos.
Really, that's scary, man.
Oh no, they're just very.
They'll drown you.
Animals like me.
Well, animals like me too, but I want to.
Yeah,
you see it all? Would you go if you saw a kangaroo sitting in a pond?
Yeah.
Would you go out there to it?
No,
Okay.
no. But if I was 20, I would have.
Why, Phee?
I'd have slapped that kangaroo upside.
Let's say
the
that's how
head.
they lure you in there. They'll sit on the water, go in there, and they'll drown you.
Yeah, they ain't drowning me. Phee can swim. Now Phee could be sinking like a rock.
Yeah, I can swim, but I wasn't made for. I say that my ancestors sailed around the world, so maybe I was.
Oh my goodness, the ancestors sailing across the world. We got lights off.
No, that's okay. I like the way our skin color looks
I
right now.
like that
And if
too.
you notice the little light, I just needed to tilt the camera just a little more down.
Man, I tell you are doing a phenomenal job. It almost kind of looks like we got a night set right there with look at that beautiful skyline.
I mean, I just realized this. Our whole our skyline is kind of nighttime, but this is our morning show. It's dusk, okay?
Well, no, it's
dawn. It's dawn.
It's 20 minutes before dawn.
Yeah.
And all those lights are right there. Yeah, I don't think Putin's worrying about the Ukraine war after that big demonstration yesterday. They did like Zelensky's suit. They chastised him the last time he was at the White House for what he wore in his fatigues and boots. So this time he put on a nice black suit.
Okay, I couldn't tell he was actually wearing a suit.
Yeah, well, that's kind of a Prince's type suit.
Okay.
Yeah, you remember Prince, Purple Rain?
Yeah.
I don't know if you were old enough to.
Oh, I mean, I don't know that much. I mean, he knew what was going on. Prince would talk out against.
Prince is the real deal now.
Well, Prince and Michael Jackson both, they killed both of them because they couldn't keep their mouth shut.
Really?
I'm serious. Like
now you've got Michael Jackson and Prince getting killed.
The whole framing of Michael Jackson being a pedophile
Uh-huh.
was because he spoke out against a certain people group.
Okay.
You know the song "Jew Me, Sue Me"? There's a Michael Jackson song where he goes, "Jew me, sue me." Well, it's because the people who own the music labels, the people in the music at the top of the music industry that control. He was unhappy with that kind of thing,
Okay.
and even look at the things he wore. Michael Jackson, I mean, shit, for real. Black, like almost military-like suits with a red armband.
Yeah. He liked those military.
Well, but I mean, what do you think of when you think of a red armband in a military outfit? But he took a lot. And now this isn't even like.
Well, how does Prince fall into that?
Well, I just mean Prince would also call out these people who are pulling the strings, and stuff like that. I don't know if it's specifically against the tribe, but Michael Jackson took a lot of his stylistic choices from the Nazis. And I mean, once you kind of see it, you're like, the red armband. Oh, that's what all the Nazis wore. Which I'm not saying Michael Jackson was a Nazi. I mean, because honestly, the Nazis did dress cool. Like their uniform, they looked good. I
liked the Confederate gray on the New York Giants uniforms. That same type of color.
Yeah.
Color scheme.
Yeah.
I like it. Now, I liked. Have you ever seen Hogan's Heroes? A comedy that I watched when I was growing up.
I know what it is.
It was about World War II and Nazi and Schmidt.
Hogan's Heroes. I thought they were like
nothing. I hear nothing.
Oh, so no. I thought Hogan's Heroes was about cops on bikes or something.
No, that's Chips.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hogan's Heroes was a phenomenal. show.
Showing my age.
I mean, it's just great show. I mean, they just portrayed the Germans as complete idiots with the prisoners of war actually running everything
Sure.
from behind the
Oh, that's
camp.
funny.
So,
Yeah,
yes.
and not to endorse the Nazis, I'm just simply saying there's a lot going on with like Michael Jackson behind the scenes with him getting accused of all those crimes against children. Well, that's because his opinions.
Well, if you put one in bed with you and sleep
Allegedly. I mean, even those children came out after the fact and said we were just getting money, or our parents, tried to.
I feel bad about that because false accusations, especially with these masks, all the DNA, they can put you anywhere they want to. If they want to come after you, they'd make it real hard for you to prove your innocence.
Yeah, they killed him. They killed Michael Jackson. I believe that 100%.
Well, I was not in that camp, so I don't tell Manly Mark that he's wrong anymore because I'm looking at Hurricane Aaron going, who manipulated that weather? And sooner or later, maybe it's just a natural disaster.
I'm sure there's tons of them, but it's just you can't help but wonder.
That's where you've got me right now, and I'm not so sure I like it. It interrupts my peace.
Yeah, there is no such.
When you have to get behind the scenes to see what's really going down, then
I mean, it in of itself can be a trap. In of itself can be a trap.
You've fallen in that trap before.
Over and over. I mean, my mind's so fragmented from all these different thoughts and opinions. It's hard just to keep a cohesive string of thoughts in my mind.
Trump says that Putin may not even want to meet. Trump will gauge Putin's actions over the next 2 weeks. Putin faces rough situation if no deal over Ukraine. Zelensky hails summit with Trump as a step towards peace. Russia launches largest attack this month amid peace talks. I mean, that just...
Well, but in part, I can't blame Putin because if you look at the media, they're already trying to sabotage the peace before the peace happens. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
The media doesn't want peace. They're trying to sabotage it, man.
Well, they always... there's always somebody on the other side that laying in the weeds trying to figure out what's going on.
Well, I mean, or it's like Mike Pompeo coming out yesterday and being doubtful that peace could be reached.
Yep.
Because he wants war because these neocons make money from it. They make money. They keep their power. I mean, it's all just a farce. I mean, I don't know, Mr. Ozempic. I mean, look at him. Mike Pompeo, Ozempic, man. He looked better when he's chubby. You said it yesterday. Look at those eyes, pure evil.
Yep. I did. I don't know about that gentleman. I don't know enough about him, but it looks like to me maybe he's a mouthpiece. Maybe Trump told him exactly what to say, or maybe he's just got a hidden agenda.
Well, or like Lindsey Graham and I don't know if it's Mike Johnson are trying to put forth. I don't know. They're trying to have Russia and Belarus or Belarus labeled as state sponsors of terrorism while all these peace talks are going on. It's because they don't want peace. They're all buying this Raytheon stock and they want the war to continue because they make money. I mean, but it's just disgusting to me, and that's why I say nothing ever happens, because it's like, peace, we're talking about peace. Okay, old faggy Lindsey Graham over there trying to designate Russia as a state sponsor of terrorism. Gee, I'm sure that's going to go really good for our peace talks. Idiots, man.
Seems like sometimes they derail things on purpose.
They do.
I'm not so certain that isn't the case this time. But
well, yeah, I mean,
for that EU to sit there, and me thinking that EU sitting there with that nice little sweet lady, and looking at that UK fella, and how tall. There were 3 boys standing up there that were at least 6'6", 6'7". I'm thinking, boy, it must be a real advantage for you to be tall in politics.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Have you named a short one yet? Who's the shortest president we've had in a while?
I couldn't tell you.
I mean,
I don't even know.
I can't look back. Both the Bushes were 6'2", Clinton 6'1", 6'2".
I don't know.
Trump 6'4". Can you? How tall is Barack Obama? Because he looks frail now.
He does look frail, but
I don't know how tall he is, but I'm sure he's
know.
probably 6 foot or plus.
Probably. I don't know, but I mean, it's funny.
Just like Ross Perot with the big ears. He was all 5'4". He didn't make it, but he got close.
Yeah.
He was Napoleon.
Oh no! Oh yeah.
You remember Ross Perot?
Yes.
You don't remember Ross
I've
Perot.
heard the name a million times.
Yeah, he was in the business. Well, Trump's now is going to end up arming the National Guard. You know what surprised me, Mark, is they weren't armed.
Yeah, I know. So, like, how do you
What
go
are
in?
you doing? You mean you put them out there on the violent crime streets with nothing except a uniform on?
I guess.
I mean, it surprised me when I had to read, hey, they're going to arm them. I thought they were already armed.
I don't know. It seems kind of silly because it'd be like, well, I mean, but some of those guys are probably thinking, okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, they until somebody has the AK-15.
Well, yeah.
And then you need to be armed.
Well, like you said, I'm surprised that they didn't go in there armed to begin with, because it's like, hey, you only got 30 days to get rid of all this crime. Why not just go in as threatening and as powerful as you can, as opposed to be there for a week and then say, maybe we might have wasted 7 of our 30 days already, but we're going to go ahead and start arming them. I don't know.
Well, they're fixing to move them all across the United States. These blue sanctuary cities are going to fix to be in trouble.
Well, let's see what happens. Yeah, I mean, are they going to deploy National Guard against National Guard? I mean, I don't know how that works, because I guess.
Well, once they're going the federal government will end up taking control of.
Oh yeah, but I just mean, okay, could Gavin Newsom say, well, we're putting out our National Guard to keep your
National Guard is going to take care of yours.
keep your National Guard out of here.
We'll see how that works.
I don't know.
Last night I had a question about vaccines.
Okay.
And so this morning I see that RFK is steady talking about the dangers of vaccines, and pediatricians are now upping the vaccine rate for the COVID. For COVID.
See, that's insane, man. The fact that they're giving COVID vaccines to children, that is insane.
The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends all children ages 6 months to 23 months receive a coronavirus vaccine as federal officials move to roll back recommendations.
See, like, why? If
sounds like to me, Mark's just at it again.
Well, but here's
the kickbacks.
Here's the thing I don't understand. The federal government, federal officials are starting to roll back, and now pediatricians are recommending more. What's the most likely case is they have all these stockpiles of vaccine that they don't want to take a loss on. So right before they tell you not to get the vaccine anymore, okay, we got to get rid of all these surplus. Ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous.
That's why I take my son to the pediatrician.
Well,
just because I want to be certain myself that nothing I don't want is going into my child's body. And I even had a little pushback from the pediatrician, because every time I go in, and he's a good guy, but every time I go in, he'll, you still don't want the vaccines? Yeah, well, I'm sure. Just seeing too much stuff on the internet, not comfortable with it. And then, the next time I came in there, I specifically printed this off for you. Just give it a read. And essentially trying to address.
How much money is he going to make from that?
Well, I don't know. But 2 of my other kids are vaccinated. So it's like, look, man, you got
2 or 3.
You got 66.6% of my children. You're probably my one other child's probably not really affecting your quota that much.
There you go.
But I don't know. And I'll even just kind of say, we're just delaying till at least 24. But once it gets to 24,
I didn't have any of my children vaccinated until they were old enough to talk.
Sure.
You understand that I don't like to.
Old enough to communicate.
Yes, old enough to communicate because I don't. We're going in for the 6 month shots. No, all of my children were at least 5.
And let me ask you this: did you? Because if you delay, then you don't have to have as many, right?
Right.
But then some people get convinced that, okay, I've seen this. Someone I knew in the town I grew up in, children, skipped several of them, went in. Well, we'll just give them all of them at the same time.
That's correct.
Both children are autistic.
And and then what you have, ooh, that's bad.
I'm serious.
Then what you have then is, well, if they want to participate here in high school, or if they want to get into college,
Not worth it. I mean, well, that's me being crazy.
but I mean, those are the type of situations. Well, if you want to work at the hospital, well, if you want to work at the Department of Motor Vehicle,
Well-
I mean, anybody that's a state official, government official, in the healthcare facility, they don't give them a chance, a choice.
Our neighbor, who we're real close with our neighbors, almost like a grandparents to our children, even though they're not that old. But he is the head of maintenance at a local hospital, or at a hospital here in town, and has a heart condition, right? I mean, it's genetic or something, but had to get the COVID vaccine. And next thing you know, having to go to Texas to have his heart worked on because it's just like, what? I mean, I don't know. I mean, if I was a CEO of the biggest company in the world and he said, you got to take this poison to keep your job, well, dang. Or, we're going to kick you out of the military. Well, dang. I don't know if that's just me being foolish, but it's...
Well, it's certainly you being
defiant
and independent,
Well,
and being a not a part of the herd mentality.
Right. I mean, I had an uncle.
You might be a complete idiot, but people aren't going to ever say that you just follow the crowd just to be in the crowd.
No, I mean,
So-
I maybe to a fault, but I see the crowd moving and think immediately, well,
I'm going the other way.
I'm not going that way.
Yeah. That's easy for me too.
Easy.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, but that's not the way most people think. Hamas has agreed to a temporary ceasefire, but they did reject the proposal to end the war. That's the Wall Street Journal reporting that.
Okay,
So,
that's interesting.
I think that they're getting tired. Hezbollah, Houthis. I think since the United States actually got the military.
Well, this is what I don't understand about that whole thing.
Go
Like
ahead.
before, I guess October 7th or maybe right after that, whatever. It's like they've got hundreds of thousands of Houthi soldiers and Hamas and all these armaments on this, and this, but it's like I don't see a large-scale Houthi or Hamas invasion. I don't see a large-scale, oh no, 100,000 artillery rounds are going off on the border. I mean, don't you remember hearing that? Like,
Yep.
The Houthis have hundreds of thousands of soldiers ready. If it was a real war, why aren't they active? What's the deal with that?
Where are they?
Yeah, where are they? Because, if it's a war they're getting tired of, know they're going to lose. Hey, but we got all these hundreds of thousands of willing people to die. Why not use them? Mm-hmm. I'm not saying what that means, but to me, I'm like, well, don't you remember them talking about that?
Oh yeah, I remember them talking about how strong and fortified they were. And
Yeah,
how many
but it's
folks
like-
they had in those regions.
Yeah, well, where are they at?
They probably hid. They probably run, and they might have been over exaggerated in their numbers.
Oh, almost to justify going into these places.
So yeah,
Huh. You see that over and over.
you do. I don't think Russia's given up any type of land. That they keep talking about this DONBAS.
Oh, Donbass?
Yeah, do you know how to
The
pronounce
Donbass?
that correctly?
Maybe when
Donbass?
I've heard it, maybe it's just called the Donbass.
I just call it Donbass. I just say real fast when I don't get butcher the English.
Well, it's
name.
kind of like right when this war started in Russia, Kiev, right? It's just Kiev. You always said it, but now that's the Russian way to say it. It's actually Kyiv. And it's like, okay, now
I used to have some chicken Kiev.
well, yeah, but now it's like, okay, now I've got, you said Kiev, yeah, you're a Russian troll. It's like, shut up. Shut up. Just shut up, idiot. Bring that eyeball over here to me.
You're gonna be all real crazy on me. I don't have any idea, but the Donbass Ukrainians hold out as Russia besieges bargains for their land. I tell you, I don't think Putin's doing anything except advancing his military during all of this talk about.
Well, and
peace.
because it's a show of strength. Because he looks strong in
He
doing
looks
so.
good. It says Moscow is intensifying its air assault on Ukrainian civilians along this stretch of the Eastern Front in a brutal show of determination to take their territory, whether through military force or negotiations. The more I see this situation unfolding in front of us, the more respect I have for Putin.
Yeah. 'Cause he has the whole world against him.
He's playing them like a fiddle.
Has the whole world against him.
So,
and I respect that though, because he's contending that
he's probably. I mean, he's certainly the aggressor and the wrong one as far as starting the war.
Aggressor? I mean, you could argue though that the aggression started with the breaking of the agreements and treaties.
I agree with that, but I'm talking about a perception from the world.
Oh, okay, yes.
There's no question that Europe kept taking more and more, moving before he said enough's enough.
Mm-hmm.
But the perception is that he is the rogue dictator that's trying to take over the other country.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he's trying to restart the Soviet Union. You know, because
that's what they say.
If he goes in, if he takes Ukraine, next he'll be rolling into Poland, and then it's like, I don't think he wants to be the emperor of the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
I don't think. Could be wrong, but I don't think that's his end goal. I mean, if you even look at the places he's taken over and going into, it's on his border. Why wouldn't he be just absolutely leveling Kiev if that was his goal? You know?
I mean, that's a great point.
I mean, I'm not an expert on geopolitical military campaigns, but if I was going to take Poland and Ukraine and all these other places, I'd be doing it quick with my most advanced and heavy whatever. You know, I wouldn't be launching a ground invasion hoping I spread out all over the entire Ukraine and then get into Poland and then get into where. I don't know though. It just seems You
don't see them marching across Europe.
Not unless Europe does something just absolutely stupid, right? I mean, I don't know because I haven't even really been paying attention to the Ukraine-Russia war other than just our conversations. But no, I just don't think Putin's looking to take over the whole world or reinstate the Soviet Union.
Well, I don't either. But again, you never can tell about how this NATO and you.
Well, but I mean, if it came down to Russia go bye-bye or okay, I have to do this. Okay, I think he would.
Yeah.
You know, I think he is. We're not gonna bend the knee to the globalist new world order. I think that's his whole point. Because even like people in Russia, I've seen propaganda come out of Russia where it's like at the beginning of the war, they almost viewed this as a holy war, not like holy war in the sense of we're dying for our God, but a holy war in the sense of we're going against the satanic new world order. You know, they believe they're going against a satanic new world order. So it's like, wow, well, we believe that too, but our government is the satanic new world order. So we gotta, I'm American, yeah, patriotism, yeah, new world order, yeah. But then, you know, man, don't you hate how they're just trying to turn everything into globalist paradise and redistribute the wealth of the world? Yeah, that really sucks. I don't think that's really bad. But yeah, America. The idea that people have America has been dead for 50 years. People still hold an idea of America and patriotism that no longer exists. Now, I'm not saying
we're going to get that back though.
Well,
through Trump.
Yeah, through Trump.
For this.
Yeah, and I'm not saying poo on America. I'm not saying don't support America, but yeah, I've been called a communist too many times for simply pointing out a majority of the people in this country don't want globalism, don't want this.
No, they don't.
Even though our country's at the forefront of it. Well, but if you say something bad about America, you're a communist. No, idiot, just open your eyes.
I live here. I want my country to succeed. I love America. But if you can't tell that there's people in America that aren't for our country, that have an agenda for the globalist economy and a globalist one-run government, it's going to happen. It's biblical.
Yeah.
And it's well on its way of happening. But talking about that, you got 58 folks from the Gaza killed yesterday within 24 hours by the IDF. And so people are again raising the question of when is that war going to be over with, and what is going to happen with Israel with this Gaza Strip.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't I'm not as concerned about Gaza when it looks from biblical proportions.
Sure.
Those folks have got to be tired of what's been going on there. Can you imagine every day for the last year and a half, 2 years? It'll be 2 years now,
Yeah.
October 7th. 2 years. You know how time flies, doesn't it?
It does
Isn't
fly.
that crazy?
It does fly.
I mean,
I don't like how much it flies.
Well, the older you get, I mean, it's already fixing to be, it's already past mid-August. school's back in. It's almost like the school was just out in May.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
With the summer, and I didn't take a vacation. Did you take a vacation?
No.
I thought me and you were just volunteering with having a vacation every day.
Well, in a sense.
Yeah, that's what it is.
In a sense, we are. In a
It's
sense.
called an opportunity cost.
Opportunity cost. Well, yeah. Sweat equity.
That's right.
But we're getting dehydrated.
Yeah, you are for sure.
Well, I mean,
You're
not
getting beat up and torn down.
Well, that's just part of
That's
it.
part of life. Just remember, it'll all be over here shortly, and then it'll be patting you on the back time, telling you how great and wonderful you are. That's the way those things go.
I just don't need validation, man.
That's the way those things go.
I just don't care about validation.
Well, you don't need validation, and that's because you don't go over there with the herd. Trump caught on hot mic saying Putin wants to make a deal for me. So see, there's his opponents again. Now it's all about Trump.
Yeah, but the thing is, if Trump is such a great guy that Putin's willing to make a deal because of Trump, how's that a bad thing?
I don't know.
I mean,
Tell the truth. What do you care how you get 21 in blackjack, whether it's an ace or a 10 or whether it's five cards?
So you're telling me if we would have elected Joe Biden, Putin wouldn't have wanted to end this war?
No, I'm sure that Joe Biden wouldn't even have been aware that there was a war.
No. Well, I think he would have because his Ukrainian checks would have stopped coming in the mail.
Oh, okay, that might be one. An enclave of Americans find it difficult, a new reality in the West Bank.
What's that mean?
So you're talking about Palestinian Americans who return to ancestral home find worsening conflict with Israel settlers and soldiers. These Jewish settlers in this West Bank region must be really giving problems. I just see them as, hey, let's go out in the field and plant some potatoes. Mm-hmm. But they're giving these Palestinians fits in their own hometown.
Yeah, they're
West Bank.
They're let's go in there and make the lives of these people who've lived here miserable, and because they're not good people.
Yeah, they're.
Well, I mean, you can see on a micro scale what they've done to the whole world on a macro scale. Mm-hmm. They go into this Palestinian neighborhood, take over, make life miserable, and then whenever the Palestinians get sick of it, how dare you do this to us? Oh, if you only did you not know our history? They do this on purpose. It's a perpetual victimhood mentality, but it's all just manipulation.
Well, this is what we've been talking about. I'm going to go ahead and read that.
You want me to read out loud?
Yeah.
Jordan reinstates military conscription amid situation in Syria and possible Israeli West Bank annexation. Sources told Haaretz that the decision, while a long time coming, also relates to Israel's recent actions against Palestinians in the West Bank and Gaza, as the Crown Prince calls the move an investment in national identity, the youth's resilience, and national defense. Jordan announced on Sunday that it is reinstating the military conscription for men after a 34-year hiatus, in a move that it framed as the patriotic duty of every citizen. Crown Prince Al Hussein bin Abdullah II announced the move during a speech to young people in the Iribid Governorate. He said Jordanians must be prepared to serve in the military to defend their country, and noted that previous generations who had done their military duty understood its value in building resilience and unity.
You were asking yesterday about Jordan, how Jordan and Israel and the United States are going to be together because Jordan is opposing Israel right now.
Okay, see, I was about to ask. I couldn't tell from the article. Are they opposing Israel, or are they being friends with?
No, they're getting ready to implement a draft, basically.
Well, it sounds like Jordan won't be here for very much longer, and he'll be a step closer to the Greater Israel Project.
Who knows? I don't think that's ever going to happen, Mark. But I hope it for your sake. Sometimes that it.
I'm not. I mean, my point is not to say that hey, this is going to happen. My point is to say that
that's the goal.
This is a goal that they have. I don't know of it. I mean, if Jesus Christ isn't going to come back in the next 10 years, maybe it's going to happen. You know. I mean, does that make sense to you? Like, I mean, if it's 40 years till Jesus comes back, well, they're going to keep inching closer and closer to that goal. But I mean, if it's in the next 7 years, then not a lot of time to get a whole lot of land.
No, it's not. And of course, you got a 7-year temporary peace plan that's not even signed yet. The temple's not even built yet. And so, like I said last night, I don't predict time or dates, but in my opinion, you've got anywhere between 8 and 12 to 15 years.
Sure.
So because these things here's what happens. Nothing happens. It just drags on. Nothing happens. It drags on. It's not going to happen. It drags on, and then bam, it's already happened, and everybody's hearing about it. That's the way things go. And so you're going to wake up one morning, and your life's going to change. And then you're going to look back and say, well, they told us that a year and a half ago, but I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Well, that's because you're used to a microwave 24-hour news cycle that things don't matter unless it affects your life.
Yep.
And so, just like those folks in Hot Springs, they had no idea that there was sex trafficking from the Chinese and Chinese currency in the strip center, in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
I mean, how does that even go on and no one noticed?
And I love the names Magic. They got Magic Springs down there. It was Magic Massage, and then it was the Diamond State. It was Diamond Massage. I mean, they just do a real good job marketing.
Yeah. I mean, but think how many clients they have that aren't going in for prostitution services. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, maybe none, but I don't know. I've never been over there, but
I've never got a massage, so
I wish that. I bet you would be a good masseuse. I bet you would. You're the kind of guy that would spend a lot of time.
Probably
enjoy. See, the people who enjoy making other people feel good. That's a unique individual.
Yeah, but then my problem with that is, I'd have to only massage men. That doesn't sound fun.
Well, that's not fun. But
well, I mean, I'd look at it like this. I wouldn't be comfortable with my wife getting a massage from a man. And so, in turn, don't know that I could, in good faith, hold my wife to that and come home and say, "Man, I massaged 30 women's backs today, baby."
Yeah.
Yeah,
that would be
not to sound like I'm a sexist, but.
Well, I think that that would be something. I've had massages. I had a lymphatic massage over in the Cayman Islands from a lady. I've had several deep tissue massages from women, but I've never had a massage in Hot Springs at the mineral baths from a woman.
Sure.
You go into the men's locker room and they go in the women's, and it's normally really 50 or probably 60, 70-year-old men that have been there 30 years that can tell you about the good old days in the 1970s.
Yeah.
I think those bathhouses probably have seen their better days.
Oh, I'm sure.
When the presidents and the professional athletes used to come down and they believed in the healing power of those springs.
Oh, yeah.
And I love water, and I those minerals are real. I like to drink it. Even the hot water, they'll make you drink hot water there.
Really?
Oh, as hot as you can get.
I just hate. I had nothing
they'll
worse.
Just take a little cup, and you're laying in it's 130-degree water, and it's moving fast. These are not jacuzzis that you get in the buy them at Lowe's. These are old timey blowing like one of those boat motors.
Sure.
And they do it, and they give you the drink, and you drink it. They want you to drink it all. You drink it, and it's like, man, it's like hotter than coffee.
Ugh, I don't like. Hot water, no thanks.
Yeah, it's that is real. That is real.
Israel?
You like to have a good time when it comes to that rascal.
I do. Well, just because it's such a people have such a reaction to it. It's just at some point it becomes fun.
Yes. I couldn't find the spot yet on the Amorites, but I will, and then I'll show it to you. But I tried to get it right there.
Talking about the Bible, or are you looking for a Bible verse or something?
Yeah, on the
okay.
Amorites to talk to you about Jordan because of the three tribes.
Sure.
But today is G's birthday. Hello, Jerry. This is Jerry's day.
Yeah, Jerry.
Mark's loving Jerry.
Always love Jerry.
Jerry, glad to have you here this morning, brother. Hope you're feeling well. And Mark talked about you yesterday. So what do you think Jerry did all weekend long? So we don't have.
Don't let me look like a pervert.
No, well, there's a whole lot of folks out there that were wondering where I was Friday night.
Well, you watched Phee die.
So
I tell you, when it actually happens, the cameras will have been cut out, and the whole project will been for nothing.
Well, I have to tell you that you are today is another one of our fans out there is G's birthday's today.
Okay, G's birthday. Okay.
So I think she's approaching 40. So that's a
How does time fly that
how
fast?
does time fly?
Well, happy birthday, G, and God bless you.
Yeah, happy birthday to the G, rascaling around.
Rascaling around.
Rascaling around. What else is going on, Mark? As I see, it's kind of a slow day because yesterday was so busy with all this international news. But I don't think we need to be talking about the hurricane. Do you?
Oh, well, I mean, it'll just be interesting to see what happens. Where's the hurricane going, actually?
Right now, it'll end up in Virginia, North
Okay, because
Carolina,
say, Jerry's in Florida.
New York.
So, I mean, I wonder if I didn't know where, I hadn't paid attention to the hurricane, so I'd say, Jerry, watch out for this hurricane.
Right now, it's a little south of Miami.
Okay. I know Arkansas geography pretty well, and I know where all the states are, but couldn't tell you where Miami's at in relation to Florida.
Well, I knew 4 or 5 days ago where it was going to go, but I couldn't convince anybody else that it was going to go to the northeast. They kept saying it was going to slow down and it was going to dissipate, or it wouldn't.
Well, it's weird how how now these hurricanes do things that seem unnatural. It's going to lose power, this and that. Oh no, it's actually changing directions completely and gaining more power.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I don't know.
You're just you're a pleasure to be around.
Well, but
when it comes to your conspiracy.
But I hate to be the guy that's looking for a demon under every rock.
Wait,
are
you?
Yeah, and that's not a healthy and good way to live. It's not a healthy and good way to live.
I get a kick out of it. Are you? Yeah.
I am. It eats up about 80.
Do you think it's mentally conditioning, or you think it's habit, or what do you think? Or you just think you have a unique quality to decipher and trying to just go through the sand and the dirt to get to the treasure?
I don't know.
You could have been an archaeologist.
What's funny is my dream job growing up was archaeology.
I see. I mean,
I would have loved if I was smart enough to finish college. I would have loved to be in archaeology. Would have loved to do that, man.
Well, anybody that can just go out in their front yard and find $125 3 different times in the mud.
But my problem would be I would be labeled as a extremist archaeologist trying to question the mainstream history, because there are people, archaeologists that
you'd be good at that. You'd be good at a treasure hunter too. A treasure hunter.
It'd be fun. Yeah, sign me up to go on an expedition through Amazon. Like there's people with Google Maps that'll find ruins on Google Maps that just in the Amazon that, hey, what's that? What's this structure? Well, no one's been there. Well, let's go. Let's go.
I don't like going to any place where there's snakes as big as
Well, me either, and I'm not going to give any respect to the indigenous people who want to eat me. You come in my path, Mr. Cannibal, you're getting blown away by 21st century technology. Not that I'm hating on indigenous people, but I just mean I'm not. If it was something like that, I'm not playing the game.
You're not gonna let them eat you.
No, yeah, I'm not.
Fight.
Yeah, I'm not playing the game of. Well, we got to be respectful of their cultural heritage. They don't understand that what they're doing is wrong. We're imposing our Western values upon them by telling them they can't eat our flesh. Nope. I'm gonna pull out my phone and make them worship me as a god.
Woo.
And then I'll send.
Just think what you could do with throw a flashlight on those rascals.
Well, I tell you what would literally happen.
Make that noise from the phone.
If they didn't want to eat me, I would convince them that I was some sort of deity, and then I would live out the rest of my days being the king of some village.
Wouldn't that be cool for you?
Yes, I'd have a good time. I'd treat my subjects nice and respectfully, and we'd have a good time. And I'd propagate the village with little manlies.
With little manlies.
Well, I mean, don't you think they're going to give me several wives? Obviously.
I hope.
Obviously.
I mean, you'd need several wives.
Let's not talk about that.
Ukraine offers $100 billion weapons deal to obtain U.S. security guarantees. Boy, I tell you, there's money in war, isn't there, baby?
Yeah. There's a whole lot of money.
It's just a whole lot of money. People don't think about it. Let's just exchange lives for a big, big payday.
Mm-hmm. That's what's so disgusting about it.
Most wars have changed economies.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, the thing I hate the most is they
think of the United States in World War II. Just think what that did to the factories.
Yeah.
And even the women leaving the home, and going out there and taking care of.
Building the tanks, building the bullets, building the guns. I mean, it's interesting that they could turn an economy on a dime like that to now. I don't know if it was like the government's paying all these factories to do that or what, how that worked. But I was making little gate latches for trailers, but now I'm making bazookas.
Yep.
Or whatever applicable thing. That's interesting.
But $100 billion. I mean,
Well, is that from Ukraine, or we're giving Ukraine $100 billion?
Ukraine offers $100 billion weapons deal.
Well, let me get this straight. How many billions of dollars have we given Ukraine?
$350 billion.
So they took a large check from us and now are saying, hey, let's offer them their money back
At a discount.
on for exchange for more money.
I like the way they think. That's marketing. That's
It's just
good
foolish.
business
It's
right there.
foolish.
It's just that instead of taking $5 and turning it into 10, they take $350 billion and turn it into $100 billion.
Don't get it, man.
That's a loss. Net loss right there.
Net, all right. Not, net. Good, bad.
One of the favorites for the Antichrist, which I don't really understand, is the France's Emmanuel Macron.
I mean, it might have something to do with the fact that his wife's a man. You know what I'm saying? Because people, I think people take the verse that he will not be the desire of women.
That's true.
To say that he'll be homosexual or he won't like women. But I think that's a misreading, honestly, because I mean, I don't know.
I had a question about that a couple of weeks ago. I think he'll be bisexual.
Well, but again, I think reading into sexuality I'm not going to disagree with you because who knows? He might be bisexual or homosexual. But I think what that refers to is, before the Messiah actually came, the desire of women, a Jewish woman, was to be the mother, the vessel, the one in which brought forth the Messiah. And so it's a complete inversion of that.
There you go.
Is to say he will not be the desire of women. In that, hey, you're not going to want to be the mom who gives birth to this guy. Now, I could be wrong. I had heard that, probably 10 years ago, and I thought, well, that's a very interesting take, because it not only is it, we're reading our culture onto it by saying he'll be a homo, right? But
Right.
what did they think about that in that culture? Of course, if you're a Jewish woman and the Messiah hadn't come yet, well, I mean, how
Would you like to?
Well, you want to be
the mom?
honored. You'd like that.
Well, the favorite for the Antichrist for most people is Emmanuel Macron.
Yeah, but it makes sense now to me that a lot of people think Antichrist will be homosexual, bisexual, and you have all that weird stuff with his wife.
That's really a man or something transgender.
Something's going on there.
Now, by the way, you had told me a couple of months ago that Joan Rivers got killed or something after some kind.
Well, she died after coming out and saying.
But I saw the video of him saying that.
Of Joan Rivers saying that?
Barack Obama's Michelle's a transgender.
Yeah, and Barack Obama's gay.
Well, so
yeah, I mean, and it's like, what?
Are you going to have the first gay president? And she said, you've already had the first gay president, Michelle Obama's. And I thought, that's what Mark was telling me. How do I see that? Well, anyway, the favorite for most people have for the.
But what do you think about that, though? Joan Rivers saying that and then dying on the operating table a month or so later.
I don't. Again, nothing you say surprises me anymore because you've been right on a lot of things that I would have thought, there's no way in the world you could be right on. So I'm not going to argue. I don't argue with you. It's like I tell my audience at night. When Mark speaks, he's normally
But I like to argue.
But he likes.
I like to argue.
Well,
and I don't even, it's not that I have some ego like, I'm right. It's just, hey, let's think about this together and
shoot different
points. And if mine are convincing, sometimes cool. And if yours are convincing, cool. But at the end of the day, I'm going to believe what's more interesting. That's a fault of mine is that on one hand, I almost craft my worldview based upon what's the most interesting and entertaining thing for me to believe. Which, I don't know if that makes sense to you. Just because
it doesn't, but there's a lot of things that go through your mind and other people's minds too that people can't really figure out because they don't think like that.
I just think most people don't realize that you have the ability to truly control your perception of reality in a sense, or like.
But you see as people watching football or basketball or baseball as they're just the masses being entertained. I see that as, look, I loved playing. I can't play anymore, so I can watch. And if I'm betting, I'm still playing.
Oh yeah, which
I still have a chance to win or lose.
Yeah, which I don't have an actual thing against people watching sports. Now I think that becomes people's idol.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like
I don't have idols from the
Yeah,
sports
right.
heroes, but I was a good enough player to where I didn't look up to them
Sure.
and think they're superstar athletes.
sure. I mean, I just
I
like.
thought I was a superstar athlete.
I mean, I like to play my guitar. Someone might say, "Well, I don't. Who wants to waste time doing that?" Well, in the same sense, people like watching sports. That's cool. But I don't really like the whole culture around it and the whole. I don't know. I mean, I hate on anyone, but it's like
You certainly don't like men wearing other men's jerseys
No,
and
I mean-
names on their back. I tell you that right there makes you almost want to puke.
Well, I mean, and I know it to most men, it's not that deep. It's just very, it's just what do you mean? Tom Brady's my favorite guy. I'm showing support for my favorite guy, but it's just like, well, think about it, man. You're using your time, your money to wear the paraphernalia of another man, and to fanatically watch his every move on the television. What are you doing that would make your name be worth wearing? That's the point. Or it's like you see people you went to high school with, and they're still talking. Don't you remember back in the day this, and that? I used to be this.
Great, I
Yeah,
did this.
but it's like, well, what are you doing now
Right.
with your life that's worth talking about or worth bragging about? Or it's like I could care less that I was a cross country runner in high school. Right. What is that doing for me now? Nothing. So I mean, it's what.
All it is, and most people, is memories. Some good, some bad.
Nothing wrong with
but
reliving those.
experiences.
But they're still stuck in those mindsets.
Yes.
Like, I was a cool guy then, so that translates to now.
Here's what I would tell them, and I've always told them: if your best years are your high school years, you're in a real tough time because you're out of high school at 18.
Well, that's the thing. Most people peak in high school.
Well, that's sad.
Well, I mean, maybe I peaked in high school,
Oh my goodness, you ain't even started yet. You're just now ramping up, baby. You're that young roller coaster. You still not. But once you get to that, woo!
Oh, man. Huh?
Anyway, the favorite for the Antichrist, Macron, says that he doesn't believe Putin is very willing to get peace in Ukraine. I tend to agree with Macron in that situation.
Sure.
I just think that there won't be a lot of progress until the United States determines that they want to put sanctions on them, and then that's going to cause some problem.
Well, the sanctions on Europe?
No, sanctions on Russia.
Oh, I mean, yeah, Russia. Well, I mean, if remember that interview you sent me the other day of the, I don't know, former Russian prime. I don't know what his actual office was, but he was talking to that dumb American woman who kept asking stupid questions.
Yes.
He said,
Well, he
but don't you remember
he
how
mopped the floor with her?
he did? But he said it doesn't matter about the sanctions. He almost preferred to keep the sanctions because the business is then in Russia. They're having to revolutionize or change their own economy to make themselves stronger within themselves. So what you're doing is they're not having to be dependent upon the rest of the world because.
Doesn't that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, so it's like it's better for them
Yeah.
if they have to do everything themselves.
Well, Trump even said he's not sure that the sanctions would affect Russia that much because of what they've been doing the last 10 years.
Yeah, I mean,
So he's on board. I mean, he's agreeing with you and the I think he was the ex-prime minister.
I don't know if he's ex-prime minister,
interior,
foreign minister, or
yeah,
some sort
yeah.
of diplomatic.
but he was putting on a show. I mean,
He was.
You want the brief answer or you want the long answer? You ask for the brief answer, and then you get my statement, and then you want to do something else. I do not understand you.
Oh yeah, or I can't talk like a Russian. I've said this 3 times already. Are you not listening? It's just like, whoa, now. She had to be in the back of her mind thinking, man, this guy's making me look like an idiot.
Well, he did. And,
Well, but she was probably having someone in her ear really pin him down, try to pin him down on this, and she's probably thinking, golly, they're gonna make me look like an idiot.
her facial expressions were very good, very strong, very stoic.
But to me, it was almost.
Her body language she wasn't flopping and flowing.
Yeah.
But he was making her look really bad intellectually.
But I think the strong posturing that she was doing made it look worse to her because, I mean, as friendly and as as that guy would have been, she just seemed worse by keeping a stoic face. I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe that's just me because in a situation like that, I'd rather just have a conversation instead of thinking, what can I ask to pin this guy or make him contradict something he's already said? And it's like, just talk to the guy. Talk to the guy.
Well, I mean, I think the Russians are they're sneaky. I mean, during these meetings with all of the European countries, they are bombarding Ukraine's cities. I mean, they are just going right there.
Is that sneaky or is that smart?
Well, I think it's smart.
Yeah.
Don't you? But also they get the world stage over here doing this, so let's just take advantage right over here.
See, I don't know if it's so much taking advantage as much as it is just proving that we will keep this up until there's a piece of paper for us to sign in a good deal. This war's going. I mean, the war's not stopped.
Advancing.
Well, yeah. Just because they're talking about peace doesn't mean the war stopped. Okay, in the midst of these 2-3 week long peace talks, if Russia claims a key piece of territory that would turn the negotiations more in their favor or give them a better foothold to say, no, why wouldn't they do that?
Don't you think that,
if that makes sense,
playing that game of war, it would be very, very exciting to most people, except the fact that you're playing with people's lives?
Yeah. Well, I think Russia honestly believes this is life or death for them. This is life or death for them. That's what they believe.
Well, they're definitely moving.
I can't speak for Russia.
They're moving. Well, you just gave your opinion on Russia. That's all you're ever doing. We're not speaking for anybody here at the Phee Smee Network other than
Whoa, hold on. I'm getting a phone call.
Smee.
I'm getting a phone call. Hold on. Okay, yes, Your Excellency. Uh-huh. Okay, yes, sir. Actually, Putin just got off the phone and said I'm right.
Good. Well, Putin's at least Putin's tuning in.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah.
Or, if they said, hey, Putin, how do you like to unwind in the evening? I like to watch Night with Phee. His music and set soothe me.
I really like his music. I can just amazing. It's you got a kick out of that, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I find myself. I find myself funnier than anyone else finds me. I make myself laugh all the time.
Did you hear that Bill Gates sold Microsoft and bought Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway?
No. What does this mean?
I think it means that he understands that AI is going to really cut into the computer business, and Berkshire Hathaway is.
What even is I've heard of them for years, but I don't even know what
That's Warren Buffett's.
Is it like? What do they do?
Invest in businesses.
Oh, so it's just an investment
Huge
company.
Stock portfolio. His strategy has always been, I invest in things I understand. Mm-hmm. So he rescued Dairy Queen a couple years ago.
Sure. Well, I think I had seen a story. I don't know if it was Warren Buffett or another rich guy. Several. It'd been like in the 60s.
This guy's from Nebraska.
Sure, but it was long story short. If I could be wrong, he wanted to buy up a dying town to revolution, to bring it back to life. But long story short, the people hated him, and bad news, bad press, and he thought, wow. I can't remember the moral of the story, but I feel like Warren Buffett's more invested in, like you said, getting into things he understands, and so he probably doesn't understand AI.
Well, he's very conservative, lives in the same home he's lived in. You can look at it; it would be not, it would be in the top 5% of homes in this area. But it's nothing extravagant whatsoever.
Sure. What do you even need it for?
But he did say that one of the things that he really made a mistake on was not getting a private jet earlier. That he thought that was for show, but it's meant a lot to him because of time.
Sure.
And that's sure. We've got to get to the point real quickly that we have at least one private jet for our businesses. And so we're going to get there, but it's going to be probably after we sell one of those medical treatment deals.
Sure.
It won't be you don't buy those things cheap, but you can lease them real cheap.
Yeah.
And, you get $25,000 a trip, no problem. If you're taking dadgum 8 people with you, it's well worth it.
Sure.
But if it's just me and you, it's a waste of time. Except you don't have to want to go through customs and that type of TSA.
I might be on a no-fly list for all I know.
You don't watch Night, but a couple of weeks ago, I was talking about the transitions from malls to strip centers, and from strip centers to big box stores, and now big box stores to home delivery with Amazon stuff. So the largest mall in San Francisco has just closed. It's dead, and it was humongous.
Well, good, because you know why? people just stealing stuff all the time, and it's not even profitable just to have a physical location.
I think, our mall here is pretty much dead.
Yeah.
But when I walked in there a couple of weeks ago, I was just talking to the store owner and our store manager, and he said, the only way that we are staying open is they just use this as a distribution center.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a retail store you can walk in and buy, but they're steady shipping things out of there. That's basically a way to make money while they're storing their inventory.
Makes sense. And I don't understand this, but even with like these DoorDash and food deliveries, restaurants will sell food they don't offer on their menu. Well, it's almost, I can't remember what it's called, but it's almost like I need to look more into it, but it's like almost like something to do with kitchen space. I don't know if they're renting out their kitchen spaces, but I even think like, okay, before long, you was talking about McDonald's having food trucks, but no, think about COVID. They build these buildings now to capitalize on the drive-thrus, make them quicker, this and that. Yeah. Before long, they're just going to have automated restaurants on every corner.
That's correct.
And what need is there for a McDonald's food truck when they got an entire autonomous restaurant there that people are just going in the drive-thru.
But they got to be able to drive there.
Well, yeah. I mean, that gets into. Now, I do think walkable cities is a good idea because if you think about it, most of the architecture and design of our cities are designed around cars. So it's just like massively wasted space, or just
except DC.
Well, DC is designed for the devil. DC's the
I couldn't believe when I saw
city
that. Wow, that's just.
It's just right there.
No, it's not for most people. It's just not. An aerial view of DC, and you just put it right over. It's just, man, that's the symbols are everywhere, and Mark has told you. But Warren Buffett has secretly invested $5 billion into the mystery stock, and the trail leads to this industry giant. What do you think it is?
AI?
What do you think he invested $5 billion into?
Is it something obvious or something not obvious? Don't tell me yet. What is it? Well,
I'm not going to tell you.
I just want to know if it's obvious or not obvious.
It's 50-50.
Because I could say AI, but then I could also say something like, okay, it's probably like drones for shipping. What is it?
Well, you ever heard of Chubb?
Shorts?
The Chubb, his accumulation of Chubb, his Chevron position, and his Verizon adventure.
What's Chubb?
So that's what I'm trying to figure is what is Chubb, because I think Chubb is one of those fast food or delivery type services.
Okay. Well, you won't eat out.
That's why we were talking about that, weren't we?
Yeah, you'll own nothing and be happy.
Don't you think that what you said about I think it's cool to be able to walk in the cities and stuff. See, all of those things, the 15-minute cities, it's all about convenience. It's all about not driving. It seems like a real good idea on the surface.
Right, until you realize, I can't leave this city, 15-minute city, because I will have exceeded my carbon quota. That's the point. We're going to have quota on carbon in that if you want to expel this much carbon emissions, you have to pay a carbon tax. We'll be taxed for our carbon output, which that's coming. They already want it. And then what's ridiculous is all these celebrities and world elite that drive around and talk about climate change. How much carbon are they putting in the atmosphere flying their private jets to these conferences about how we the useless eaters have to stop sucking up all their air?
I don't know.
Pitiful.
Well, folks, again, Tuesday, it just blew by.
Yeah.
And Mark's got to get ready to go to work. But thank you guys for tuning into the Phee Smee show today with Manly Mark. He'll be back at 12 noon with Midday Madness with Manly Mark. And then the Phee Smee, the one and only, will be back for Night with Phee at 9 p.m. We will have a basketball training session today with a gentleman that we will be recording an interview and a session, so we'll drop that with Coaching Theology sometime tomorrow.
Yeah, and I think we need to, do you want to just drop it, or Coaching Theology, or do you want to do a whole episode around it, like actually film a whole. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we can do an episode around it.
Well, I mean, because honestly, we got to start dropping some more of our
Oh, we got to
episodes.
drop a lot of it, of them. But I think we're to the point now to where once we start, we can do 4 or 5 in a day.
Yeah, and not really
just take a week and then just throw out another 20 of them, and you
Yeah,
got.
I know, because you remember those first few we did.
Oh, I was so.
But not only that, but we was up till 2 o'clock in the morning, just
You were here
one
before-
after the other,
you
one
were
after.
at 3:30 one morning. I think your wife thought you was wasn't coming home. But yes, Mark was trying to learn how to edit, and Phee Smee was not very good. So you combo the editing novice.
Not only
with
that, but just the filming. Like, okay, we'd film 3 in a row, and it'd be, like we'd finish one and be like, okay, are you ready for the second one? Okay, I'm going to force another hour of conversation about this thing. It just.
Yeah, and you're getting better with your conversation.
Oh, it was fun. I just mean at first we were we got to get this out,
Well, when you're talking about opposing the medical industry, and you're talking about opposing, most of your churches with the privacy,
I get
you had a Baptist boy having a vision. Tuning in. We'll see you back here later on with Midday.